Hi there. It's Relaxing Sounds 92. And today I'm going to be making noises with several things. Sounds, not noise. Noise is not good. Sounds. First thing that I have is this book. It's a biography of Elon Musk, written by Ashley Vance. Elon Musk is the owner of Tesla and SpaceX, and he also has this project called Solar City. And I started to get to know something about this man through a blog called Wait But Why. And he also wrote a long post about him, and I decided I want to know more about him, so I decided to purchase this book. I've been trying to get back into reading. There was a long time where I did not read books for pleasure. I always had to read something for university or something, and you can waste so many hours on the internet. Along with these, I also purchased some other books, so maybe they will come along as well in a video once. I haven't finished the book yet. You can see my bookmark here. So far, I think it is a remarkable man, and I am very happy that he's here on Earth doing what he's doing. I know I wouldn't be able to take being an employee of his for a day, because I am a very sensitive person, and he's very blunt, and if he thinks you're stupid, then he just tells you that you're stupid. And he's come a long way doing this, because this way he filters out the people that just can't live up to his standards, and he's surrounded by people that are the absolute best in their field, and this is important. So, like I said, I'm very happy that he's here on Earth, because I think that he can be one of the most important people of this century. As he is revolutionizing, space industry and the car industry, and hopefully also the industry of energy, because he's he really thought, what can I do? What are the biggest problems that the world is facing now, and how can we solve them? And he thinks that space travel is very important, because it's really nice if we can live somewhere else besides Earth. But in the meanwhile, we have to get on to sustainable resources instead of oil, gas, coal, because we know that they are finite, they will end, and in the meanwhile we're polluting our world dramatically. It's so bad. It's so bad that I sit myself doubting whether I ever want to have kids, because I don't think that the Earth will be a very nice place to live in 50 years, to be honest. But this man is giving me hope that we might still have a little bit of a less dark future ahead of us. So I think he's very important. it is a hardcover book. So this is but my camera doesn't like dark things because my hands are really light right now. So far my talking has been, the subject has been a bit grim, maybe, but yeah, I can't really talk about the future in another way, to be honest. The long-term future I don't think is very bright because of what we as humans do, and I find it a difficult subject to deal with most of the time. I just try to not think about it. But if you live in the West, Europe, the United States, this consumerism, it's so bad. All these clothes that I wear that are made by children factories, it's horrible. I try to think about that, and I try to find alternatives, but in clothing I don't even know where to begin. There's many brands also very secretive about it. So if it's very cheap, like something from Primark or H&M, you almost know for sure that it was made in a factory in horrible circumstances. But if it's expensive, you still don't know it, because Puma and Adidas also do it, and that's so difficult. So I don't really know how, why, when I can purchase ethically produced clothes with a fair wage and no horrible working circumstances. I'm sorry if I'm bumming you, I didn't actually mean to go into this direction. I hope you're too relaxed to listen about what I'm talking about. It's a really good quality book, I like it a lot. It has these nice thick pages. Sometimes you have books and the paper feels like even cheaper and thinner than a newspaper or something. This one's really good. So, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the quest for a fantastic future. For Mom and Dad, thanks for everything. It took me a while to realize that the writer is a man and not a woman, because he's called Ashley. That was interesting to me. So, the chapters. Chapter 1, Elon's World. Chapter 2, Africa, because he was born and grew up in South Africa. 3 is Canada. His mother was Canadian, so he moved there because he wanted to go to the United States, the land of opportunities, and Canada was the first step. 4, Elon's first startup. He's had more companies before he had Tesla and SpaceX, and I'm trying to remember now what his first company was. I think it was a kind of mix between Google Maps and Yelp something. I don't remember exactly. And he got some money of that. And then PayPal was founded, even though he didn't want it to be called PayPal. PayPal was a different company. After a while, his and PayPal merged, and it was called after his company. But in PayPal, he wasn't the best CEO. He was still learning, so he was really good at the programming and setting up a business, but running it as a CEO was not his greatest strength. So he was set aside while he was on his honeymoon, which is really, really nasty. And after that, it was called PayPal. But he got some good money of that, and with that money, he started up Tesla and SpaceX. So that was chapter 5. It's called PayPal Mafia Boss. 6 is called Mice in Space, because that was one of the first. It eventually evolved into something else. 7, All Electric. That's about, well, it's about Tesla, but it's about, yeah, sustainable energy as well, I guess. Chapter 8 is called Pain, Suffering and Survival, because being in a business running businesses is nasty. People overthrow you. It's horrible how you can be pushed out of your own company, and how he just gets up every time. And he also lost his first child while I was still a baby, so that was also pretty rough. 9 is called Liftoff, because it took a long time for SpaceX to successfully launch a rocket. There were many disappointments before. Chapter 10 is called The Revenge of the Electric Car, because he now has a good running company, while he was laughed at when he started it up, like really, really treated badly. And then the last chapter, 11, is called The Unified Field Theory of Elon Musk. And I haven't read the last 2 chapters, I think. Yeah, so I have to read The Revenge of the Electric Car, is where I am now. And you have an epilogue, there's a few appendixes, acknowledgements and notes. Sometimes, as you can see, it's a thick book, and it has many pages. It has 400 pages about, and sometimes I think that the writer is going into lots of detail. Sometimes I thought, okay, you can just move on a little bit now, because I'm reading a biography of Elon Musk, but whole parts of rockets were designed by a bunch of other people, so he described those processes as well. And yeah, I am sorry, but I'm just a little bit less interested in that. I did not think I would talk so long about this book. So I had some other items here still, but maybe I'll just keep it at this, because I haven't made a lot of noises with the pages yet either. So. And the thing I have in between the pages is also cute. I want to show it. There are some pictures there as well. I'll skip those, because copyrights is scary and stuff. short something. Many of them, the employees, would quit within the first few months because of the 90+ hour work weeks. It's insane. I mean, come on. Others quit because they could just not handle how direct Musk and the other executives were during meetings. Elon doesn't know about you, and he hasn't thought through whether or not something is going to hurt your feelings. He just knows what the fuck he wants done. People who do not normalize to his communication style do not do well. Yeah, and I'm sorry that I pronounced the F word, but it's an important part of his vocabulary. I say it myself all the time. I don't mind cursing at all, but I don't want to. I want this video to be accessible to everyone, and if you don't like cursing, then I don't curse. This is a really cute. Yeah, what's it called again? Oh, the thing you put in your book. And I got it from my parents, and they brought it home to me. And they bought it in the United States at a nature reserve. That's the only thing they visit when they're there. They just ride around visiting nature reserves. It's the only reason they go to the United States. And it's really cute. You can see the picture, and on top it says advice from a hummingbird, and then there are a few quotes. Sip the sweet memories, let your true colors glow, be a nectar collector, don't get your feathers ruffled over the little things, some days are just a humdinger. Just wing it. And lastly, keep your visits short and sweet. And I find the last one a little bit strange because, oh, what's wrong with nice long visits? So I'm happy that I purchased this book. I can't say whether I really recommend it because I'm just interested in Elon Musk and what he's doing. So I wanted to know more about it. And if you want to know more about him too, then I say, well, first I'll buy on waitbutwhy.com. Because he basically also written a book for free. There are 4 or 5 chapters on Elon Musk. first talking about him, then talking about Tesla, then talking about SpaceX. I don't know if there's also one about Solar City, and then there's also a reflection on why the writer thinks, Tim the writer, thinks that Elon Musk is such a gets so much done. Basically, what's the secret formula that makes him such an incredible man? And I must honestly say that I haven't read everything. I didn't read the SpaceX post yet. Maybe I probably should. But I personally like reading a lot. I like reading from paper a lot better than reading from a computer. So yeah. So, the items that I did not use this time, I will keep them for next time. I will save them. And I hope you enjoyed